What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Cookie DAO today. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it. I know, man. A lot of people in this position right now might take the opportunity to be like, I was right. I told you. Bah! I'm a little upset that I'm right. I wish it just kept going. I wish it proved me wrong, honestly, because I would have been happier with it going up. Making money. I would have been happier with the trolls in the comments saying, ha, you were wrong, you suck. Get a real job, right? But no. We had to do the obvious thing. We had to do the thing that most things do, which is provide a little volatility when things get crazy, right? Cookie DAO, understand what you're dealing with, right? Every single chart has a different personality. Every single chart does have a different personality. And this one's personality, what it does whenever it tops off is before it goes down to its lows, it likes to give you a fake out. So when it tops off here, before it goes to its lows, it gives you a fake out every single time. Right? You get out of the overbought zone, you just dip right back into it. You get out of the overbought zone, you dip right back into it. You get out of the overbought zone, you didn't dip into it, but you tried to. You know what I mean? Every single time you get these fake out highs before you get your lows. It's just, except for this time. but that's the personality of Cookie for whatever reason. Especially, and not just for Cookie. This could be for any coin like this, right? You'll notice this in the future. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but when a coin becomes hot, Cookie. We've been talking about Cookie for quite some time, but only recently has it gotten hot. Only recently, like as of the 22nd of May, at the highs, of course, that's whenever it's gotten hot, whenever it's done this. It wasn't hot down here whenever it outperformed everything before. It wasn't hot down here. It wasn't hot back here, but it's hot now at these top areas. Whenever something's hot after a massive move up, and what do I mean by a massive move? I mean from a low to a high in 1 week's time or less. You moved up 122%. Overall, you moved up 153% in about a week's time. That's a pretty massive move. Whenever it's on everybody's radar and it keeps pumping, that scares me. That scares me a lot, right? It's like if it was pumping and it wasn't on everybody's radar, that's one thing, but it's on everybody's radar now. It's trending. It's been trending for a while. What that does is when it's trending, when it's on everybody's radar and it's pumping, first off, you got a lot of people who FOMO in here. Then it rips, and the rest of the market's going down. And then so you get people who FOMO'd in here who sell their coins that are going down. The rest of the market's going down, right? I mean, not today. And they buy Cookie because it keeps moving up. So they sell their coins that are in the red. They buy Cookie at the high. They FOMO in at both areas. And now everyone who bought here, who felt so smart both times, now you're all in the red. Now you're all in the negatives. And what that does is it triggers a very massive selling event, right? And the smart money knows this. And they're eating up the liquidity down here. They're definitely buying up. The big bags are buying up the money or buying up the cookies down here. What happens is you're essentially triggering the same type of person to make opposite responses each time. If you have someone who's buying here, or buying here, do you think that they're an emotionally reserved person, or do you think that they're somebody who invests heavily with their emotions? Probably, and I'm not making fun of you if you are. It's okay. Learn from yourself. You have to learn from yourself. If you don't learn from yourself, you're going to screw yourself up every single time. You gotta. It's not the YouTubers who are wrong. It's not the news that's wrong. It's not the ecosystem that screwed you up. I mean, unless it's a scammer. I mean, maybe then. But it's you. It's you. And even if it is a scammer, it's you, because you need to focus on how to avoid scams too. You need to be aware of that. If you don't own it yourself, you don't own your mistakes, you're never going to progress. And that's what we're trying to do here, is get you not just to progress financially, but mentally as well. Progress mentally and say, okay, I'm the type of person that's emotional. And whenever I invest, I make emotional decisions, and that doesn't work. So keep this in your head for the next time that you want to buy and you feel emotional, right? Maybe don't buy when you're emotional. Maybe you only buy when you're tactical, not when you're emotional. Maybe you only sell when you're tactical and not emotional. I don't know. And to some degree, every time you buy and every time you sell, if you're using money that matters, you should be emotional to some degree. But don't let those emotions hold you back from exacting your plan. If you plan to sell and you're feeling emotion when you sell, well, you planned to sell, so don't listen to your emotions. Sell. If you didn't plan to sell, but then you're feeling like you should sell and your emotions are telling you to sell, don't sell. You know what I mean? Like just go with the plan. Screw your emotions anyways. But I'm getting on a whole different topic here. All I'm trying to say is this creates a massive event because the same people who bought up here are now the same people who are going to sell. If you're emotional enough to buy the pump at the high, I can only imagine that same type of person would shit their pants in the wake of something like this. And this is a very fast and loud candle for that reason. This is a very fast and loud movement for that reason. It's meant to scare you. It's meant to shake out all the people who bought here, which, to be completely fair, even if you bought the all-time high, and I love this, this is a saying, this is a special saying just for C-Zar on the C-Zar Gets Crypto channel, right? It's okay to buy the high. It is. In crypto, it's okay to buy the high, you guys. It's just not okay to buy the high and sell the low. Because the high is temporary, right? It's okay to buy the high if you bought the high. It's not okay to buy the high and sell the low, because guess what? If you bought the high down here, you don't care. You're living on top of the world right now. You're in the green. If you bought the high here, you might care right now, just like this guy cared right now. But then whenever it moves up, you're going to forget all about the dump. You're smart for buying at 20 cents. You know what I mean? Anybody right now at 27 cents, you're smart for buying at 20 cents. So I'm just saying it's okay to buy the high. It's not okay to buy the high and sell the low. But when you do buy the high, try to learn from it. Try to learn from it. It's not ideal. Ideally, you would buy at the lows, of course, right? That's not the same thing as saying it's okay to buy the high. It's not ideal to buy the high for sure. But it's definitely not okay to buy the high and sell the low. So if you bought up here, if you bought over here, if I had any thoughts on that at all, it would be, one, obviously you made a move that wasn't ideal. Two, don't you dare sell. Don't you dare sell. We're at 27 cents right now. We're probably going to go below 25 cents. We could go all the way back to 20 cents. Don't you dare sell. The reason why, and you might hear this and you think, well, we're at 27 cents. We might go to 20 cents. That's a 26% drop, C-Zar. I don't want to do that. I'm just going to sell here and then buy back in here. Well, this isn't promised. What if this is the low and you start to rip and you start to do these cookie things that you got in for in the beginning? Why would you sell here? You know what I mean? Why would you sell here? We've only just broken out of this range. We're flirting. We're looking like we want to go to new all-time highs. Why would you sell here? We've got a lot of growth to go. But also on that kind of notion, I wouldn't buy here. Not buying here, calling for the price to go down, that's not the same thing as saying sell, right? Because you don't want to sell because you never know whenever it's going to go up. Of course, everybody wishes they sold here, and I know some people that did sell here. Some people were telling me in the comments they didn't, which is good job. Shout out to Benjamin on that note. Killing it, man. 27 cents, though, right now. I would expect that we see prices down at about 25 to 20 cents. High to low here. We're not even at the 382. It's tremendously common to not only interact with the 382, but to go a little bit below it. So to go a little bit below it, maybe 25 cents is an appropriate target. Maybe we keep going down and we hit the golden ratio at 20 cents. Or maybe, just maybe, we do something that a lot of cryptos have been doing lately, which is go down and find support right at the 0.5, right there at 23 cents. I could see that happening. And if we look at this here, we look at the 4-hour time frame, our 4-hour RSI did have bearish divergence right here. We've completed that bearish divergence. There's nothing that requires us to go lower. It's very possible that 26.3 cents was the low. But the fibs make me think otherwise. They make me think otherwise. In the 4-hour time frame, the RSI, if you look at this, really what this is, it's a downtrend. You've got lower lows in a nice succession here. It's all like basically right there in a straight line. The lower highs are right there as well. You might see some volatility on the way down, but I would expect you go to the oversold zone, if not at least to the 40, which you're very close there. But I would think that you would probably go to the oversold zone. You know, the last time that you were overbought here, and you had your fake out, you did come down. Let's see where you bounced. It's actually just above the 40 where you are now, to be fair, but you didn't have the same kind of reaction that you're having here. Here, whenever you had like an actual top of this move and you started to really recoil, you went all the way down below the 40 to find support, right? And I feel like this move is a little bit bigger than that. So it would just make sense to me to go probably below the 40 to the oversold zone, and something like that would coincide with the 25 cent price or lower. Being overbought in the RSI like this, nice, very nice. You kind of have a double top here. Double top that lines up with this price over here at 19 cents. It's completely possible, you guys. It's completely possible that you do drop all the way down to 20 cents, 19.5 cents. I mean, if we look at this low to high here, if you don't find support at 25 cents, technically the odds of going down to 19.5 cents are very, very good. They're very, very good if you don't find support at 25 cents. But you could find support at 25 cents because not only is that the 236, but it's also your prior areas of resistance here, prior support for a little bit right there. There's significance there. So let's watch for that. Let's see how it goes. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor. From a high to a low, that would be a 31, 32% drop. And even all the way down there, that'd be a 47% drop. That's nothing to be scared of. That's very normal stuff, right? You see this? Would you, just looking back at this, would you have been scared of this drop here, or this drop here, or this drop here, or this drop here? Would you have been scared of that? No, you wouldn't. You can say that easily now because you can see the upside. You say that. It's so easy to say you wouldn't be scared of that now. Why are you scared of this? Is it that much scarier? It's not. It's really not that scary. Look, 47% there. From a high to a low, 1 day later. 51%, right? From a high to a low here, 37%. 37%. From a high to a low here, 38%. From a high to a low here, 32%. We're not even down 30% yet, you guys. This is nothing to be worried about. It's nothing to be worried about. Each of these drops, it took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days to recover. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days to recover. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days to recover. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days to recover. We're on our first day of the drop. So just wait. A lot of cryptos are probably going to pump going into the end of this month. Cookie's probably going to consolidate going into the end of this month. It'll make everybody who bought Cookie wish that they didn't sell their coins for the exciting toy in the sky. And then they'll probably panic sell their Cookie while it's at its low points, giving the big dogs exactly what they want. You and me, we're going to buy the hell out of that shit whenever it's below 25 cents. And they'll sell down here, and then they'll buy all their coins that pumped by the end of the month, repeating the cycle of this whole nonsense where you buy something that pumps and you sell the thing that's not pumping, right? Don't do that. Don't do that, okay? Not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but if you want to sell Cookie, too late. It's probably too late unless you bought at lower prices. If you want to buy Cookie, I think it's a fine area to buy. I mean, realistically, let's talk about this actually. Let's talk about the upside. It's probably at a very good area to buy from this price here to the high. That's a 206% growth. So yes, even here it's at a really good area to buy, but I think if you wait, you'll have a better chance to buy. Let's say it goes down to 25 cents. That 206% turns into 230%, right? 206% turns into 230%, and all you got to do is wait for a little 6% move. You get an extra 30% on a 6% move. If that's not worth it to you, you don't want to play the game, go ahead, buy here. Don't let me stop you. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor. But the thing is, we're not going to stop there even. We're not going to move up just to stop at the all-time highs. We're going to move up to break through the all-time highs. And the expectation for Cookie at a bare minimum, I mean, really, this isn't even fair. 6x, $1.65. That by the way of the fibs, that's the minimum expectation. But by the way of me, by C-Zar's expectations, I would say 8x to a 9x is what we should expect, really. Something like that, between about $2.30 to $2.60. That's what we should expect. If not there, then maybe $3.90, all the way up a 14x from here. Genuinely, I don't think, even though this is the minimum target, I really think that between 240 and 390, that's where we're going to go. That's where I genuinely think that we're going to go. Probably by the end of June, if not early July. But we've moved up a lot already. We've had a lot of fun doing it. It's great. It's a good thing. But now we're going to consolidate. We're probably going to consolidate for about a week. We have about a week left in the month, so the rest of the month's going to be boring for Cookie. I'm expecting the rest of crypto to have an exciting time, and that tends to be how it goes. You'll see one coin or a couple of coins pump dramatically, and then they correct, and then the rest of the market pumps while they're correcting. It throws people off. Because these coins that are outperforming the market now, they should always outperform the market. If the market's pumping, why is this thing dumping? Well, it's dumping because it just moved up 150% in a week. You know, that's what it is. Don't get too distracted with other coins. If you want Cookie to be the play for you, buy, hold, buy some more if it goes lower. But if you're just in it for the pumps, you're gonna be emotional. You're gonna flop in the wind whenever it comes to the dumps. So I got nothing else for you guys. Hit the like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Sorry, I feel like I was being C-Zar the dad in this video more so, but I have a feeling, just based on the comments of my last two videos, there are a lot of people who bought in this area. And that's sad. It's not sad. It's actually not a bad thing. It's only sad because I'm assuming that a lot of the people who bought in this area are probably selling in this area too. So you're all selling for a loss, which is not fun, right? Which then means you're sidelined, which means if the rest of the market starts pumping, you've got money on the sides just to chase more pumps. It's not a good thing it's not a good position to be in. If you bought here and you're still holding, I think that that's better, actually. I really do think that that's better. It's not ideal, but I think it's better because you at least have exposure, because who knows? I could be wrong. This thing could rip at any given moment. And then you're at least in a position where you're enticed to buy more if it goes lower. I don't know, but I'm just rambling at this point. I'm going to end the video there. If you like the video, hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. Cookie DAO going down 25 to 20 cents. I'm actually kind of convinced it will see 20 cents, but we'll see. We'll see. 25 to 20 cents is the target. Something I definitely do expect we go a little bit below 25 cents at the very least. I'll be buying there. I'll let you guys know whenever I buy. I'll post it on x.com. If you want to follow me on x.com, let's see right here. My profile is at Chris Harris 85. That's me. C-Zar the Great. Right there. Whoop. Yeah. We don't need grok. Thank you. And that's all I got. Hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.